A good Wednesday morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Look at that, it's already 67 degrees this morning here in LJ, Georgia, 8:01 Wednesday morning. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what that means. It's time for baseball. Yes, folks, tonight on FYNTV.com, right there, pre-game 4:40, first pitch 5 o'clock. For the first game, approximately 7:30 first pitch for the second game, doubleheader, round 2 of the 3A state championship. Tonight at Fannin County, right up here, the Redan Raiders will be traveling up. I talked to Coach Alex last night, Redan. Somebody said, what's his name? I said, Coach. I mean, Josh, I that's the hardest thing I struggle with. It takes me forever sometimes to remember a coach's name because who'd you talk to? I talked to Coach, right? That's just who I am. Hey, Coach, how are you? There you go. Say, I talked to the head coach, Redan Raiders, last night. He gave me a call. We have sent them a lot of messages. We're doing everything. Our production team is doing everything to make sure that we highlight these young people. Don't forget, Team FYN Sports, what you always hear us say at Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. So anyhow, we are ready tonight. We have to go do setup this afternoon, FYNTV.com. Tell your family and friends anywhere in the world, okay? All right, now getting started, tell them how they can contact the show. 706-889-9700. And there's the social media way. You can keep up with the show, the email address, all the above. One other thing we're going to put out, we're going to put it out on social media today. We're going to do, Josh, we're going to do exactly like we did for the... you remember for the Christmas Clash, and it really started becoming popular. We're gonna put out where are you calling from and who are you watching and where are you calling. So anywhere in the world, it's interesting where we get. So tonight, look to text us on that number right there. Where are you calling from? I mean, where are you watching and who are you watching? That's what we're going to have tonight. Now, are you shocked? I mean, are you shocked? How many times am I going to say that? Because I was absolutely shocked. I mean, I just thought this could never happen. I really did. I thought, no, this is not possible at all. And give me number 29. We'll go with this. Barr testifies to Senate Judiciary Committee today. Democrats sure to press Barr on his credibility as an honest broker. But why are they going to question his credibility? Well, you know, number 25. Mueller versus William Barr. Now, would you believe? I mean, I'm absolutely in shock this morning. Would you believe the media is painting him along with their carrying the water for several members of Congress? Barr is now part of the obstruction, according to some in the media carrying the water of many in Congress, the Democrats. Why, Barr is part of this. Well, give me number 23. Well, remember, now look, this is MSNBC, and this is right out of the box, 2:02 a.m. Pacific time. That means the start. There's Charlie Crist. Let me see. I just want to say this because I think we ought to look. Let's see. Charlie Crist claimed to be a Republican in Florida, ran as governor. ran as governor of Florida. He was governor of Florida, presumably a Republican. Got his ass kicked, handed to him, running for the Senate. Switched over to, let's see, what did he switch over to? Oh, being a Democrat. He became a Democrat in Florida. And he couldn't win Senate, so he won a House seat. And he's a Democrat. All right, so, Mueller told AG Barr his short summary of the special counsel's report caused confusion. Why, I did not think this would happen on the day of. And we're going to get more into that. But here's where I like to go first, okay? Let me show you these two pictures. This is where we're going to start. Because you remember all along, and we'll stay focused here this morning, all along we needed the report. All along with the media, we needed to see what was in the report. We needed to protect Mueller so he could finish the report. Yes, the media was carrying the water, okay? Oh, by the way, when I watched CNN, I read a story yesterday where, I was reading a story yesterday where CNN is like dropped out of the bottom. I mean, just to the bottom. And now when I watch CNN in the morning, it comes to me like I'm the only one watching. Okay? So, that being said, but we had to see the report. Democrats said that McConnell needed to bring a bill to the floor that would protect Mueller. Remember that Trump was trying to fire the guy, which he had every legal right to do, Special Counsel Mueller. I mean, we had to see what was in the report. And I say, if I said that 10 times already and you're tired of hearing me say we have to see what was in the report, what is in the report, then how about the million times the media, members of Congress, the Democrat side, and even Republicans to say we have to see what's in the report. Now, today, Attorney General Barr will be going to the Senate Judiciary Committee starting at 10 o'clock. Let's get all of this straight, okay? He will be going at 10 o'clock this morning to the Senate Judiciary Committee for questioning. Now, let's go to number 39 first, right out of the box, and we're going to stay with this just a minute. That'd be Lindsey Graham. We want to see one of those moments. We want Lindsey Graham to point out the bad guy in the room. But Lindsey Graham there, Senator of South Carolina, is the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee. So look today at 10 o'clock for exchanges with Barr and Republicans in this committee that he is the chair of, that says Barr is serious. Today we're going to get, we've already heard it, but today we're going to get Barr is serious about the genesis of this witch hunt with Russian collusion and obstruction. Always remember, every time you hear the word obstruction, there can be no obstruction if Mueller would not have participated in this witch hunt. See, I thought Mueller, and let me go back here just a minute because this is going to get very interesting, okay? Because here's what we're led to believe. Let's go here. Number 25, just for a minute. This is CNN at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. What the hell was I doing up at 4 a.m. watching CNN? I have to be careful with this, Josh, because I'm saying this on tape. But if people see that I'm watching CNN at 4 a.m., there may be I may have an insanity plea somewhere one day, right? Like I'm in trouble one day, Josh, and the judge says, "What do you say for yourself, sir?" I say, "Hey, I'm the kind of guy who watches CNN at 4 a.m. What's the judge do? Case dismissed. Nobody does that in their right mind. Right, Josh? I'm on a roll. Okay. Josh won't answer me in there. He's not talking today. So, yeah, that's my sanity. Insanity plea. Your Honor, I watch CNN at 4 a.m. Nobody in their right mind. All right, Mueller against Barr. But let's go back. I thought these guys were lifelong friends. I thought, hey, these guys are lifelong friends. I mean, I'm for sure that Mueller handed Barr a report and they just had a contentious moment. But this is what the media wants you to believe right here, okay? And when? On the day of. So let me take this back here, Josh. Give me the one we just had with Lindsey Graham. I don't remember the number on that one if you do there. There you go. So Lindsey Graham at 10 o'clock this morning, Attorney General Barr will be testifying in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee. That guy right there is the chair. Get ready today for some things to come out, all right? Now, the reality is the reason this broke, and we're going to get into what we're talking about in a minute, but there's something I feel is more important today. Because when you get up and you turn on the media, and this includes Fox, folks, but when you turn on the TV and they start coming at you, well, what the news of the day or the hour is. Now, for MSNBC and CBS and ABC and CNN, all the above, this is a bombshell. That Mueller wrote Barr a letter and said he did not exactly like the way Barr framed his report and put it out to the public, and it left some things very confusing to the public. Just paraphrasing. That's the bombshell. So when you see that, sort through and say, what are they hiding today that I really need to look at? So that I just thought to myself, there's something out there. So I started going through I go through like 40 websites every morning. And I don't care, I'll tell you right now. I start watching CNN and Fox first in the morning at 4 a.m. I try to get done about 4:40. I read for an hour. Yes, I go through about 40 websites to see what is out there that is after I see the smoke for the day. I clear through it, and then I watch MSNBC, Morning Joe, all the above. Now, here is number 38, and I'm going to put this together for you. This is the look. There's the bullfrog over there, Jerry Nadler. And here is Doug Collins. Doug Collins, the Republican congressman from the 9th District of Georgia, ranking Republican, which last night, if you live in the 9th District or anywhere, he was sending out actually fundraising emails last night saying, hey, send money so we can fight these loony bins right here. But Collins is the ranking Judiciary Committee Republican member on the House. So, remember, we got to see the report. We got to see what's in the report. And then CNN, they yelled. When I see exactly what CNN yelled. MSNBC, CBS, all the above, on the Sunday shows. We've got to have the redacted. We've got to see every word. It's not acceptable. Okay. So, just leave Congressman Collins up there. And here is a story. If I can find it here, I was watching Superman, folks, before we started, and I'm trying to get all my organization together for getting our equipment for setting up our ball games today. Okay, so this comes out, and this is from Politico. Josh, I need your help here. This came out yesterday on 4/30/2019. Was that yesterday? April has 30 days, right? So this is May Day. This is May Day, May 1st, which I always tell my May Day story, so you don't want to leave. My May Day story, the Communist Party today, the Socialists, It's a big day for May Day, right? This is the May Day parades. So yesterday, this article comes out that says just 2 lawmakers have seen less redacted Mueller report. Now you remember, Josh, today is Wednesday, right? Last Thursday morning, that congressman was where? On this show, right? And he told us, I'm just going with Josh, I want him to correct me where I'm wrong. He told us he actually flew back to Washington, D.C. Because they're out of session, and he read the report, right?
Yep, that's what he said.
That's what he said. Only 2 lawmakers have seen the less redacted Mueller report, folks. On the eve of the Attorney General William Barr's testimony on a redacted version of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report, only 2 lawmakers have set eyes on secret information that Barr withheld from public review. So today, when these senators all get a shot on this committee to ask Barr, I mean, here Barr, the Attorney General, they are making all these accusations to Attorney General Barr. They're making all of these claims. He's part of the obstruction now of Donald Trump. Everything and everything. These senators are putting more stock. Now listen to me. I say that direct. These senators are putting more stock in a Washington Post news story this morning than they are the actual redacted report that they did not read, that they cried every day they had to see. On the eve of Attorney General William Barr's testimony on a redacted version of the special counsel Robert Mueller's report, only 2 lawmakers have set eyes on secret information that Barr withheld from public view. Barr offered access. Now let me tell you, they're obstruction, they're liars, they're crooks, they're thieves, they're scum like the president said. They're the lowest. The deep state media is in with the deep state, the administrative deep state. I guess that's what Rush calls them. But listen to this. Barr offered access to the less redacted version of the report to just 12 members of Congress. 12, okay? 6 Democrats. Now, he did not give, he went, boom, 6 Democrats and 6 Republicans. But as of Tuesday afternoon, yesterday, only Representative Doug Collins and the top Republican on the House Judiciary Committee, and go back to Lindsey Graham if you can find that one, and Senator Lindsey Graham, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, opted to view it. A third Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, said he planned to review the report later Tuesday. Collins and Graham told Politico that what's underneath the redactions has no bearing on Mueller's conclusions. Right? We have to see the fully redacted. We got to have it. The American people must see it. Right? What did Doug Collins, Congressman Collins, say right here on this show last Thursday? I asked him, your host, it's in this damn article today, but last Thursday, your host here, Congressman, after reading the report, is there anything that's going to change my mind? Anything that's going to change the actual base of Mueller's report here? Any changes that we need to know about? And he said, no, it won't change anything. Collins and Graham told Politico no bearing on Mueller's conclusion that there wasn't enough evidence to charge any American with conspiring with Russians to influence the 2016 presidential election, and that Justice Department guidelines prevented Mueller from reaching a legal conclusion on whether President Donald Trump obstructed justice. Now, the media is leading you to believe that Barr is now part of the obstruction because of a supposed letter that was sent to Barr from Mueller that was leaked in the Washington Post. Holy mackerel, doesn't that make you want to fall off your chair? Damn, that's a bombshell. Do you know why only 2 have read the unredacted report? Only 2 Republicans, the ranking member in the House and the chair in the Senate. Do you know why? Because he gave it to 6 Democrats and he gave it to 6 Republicans. And guess what? Is there 435, right? 435 members of the House of Representatives, am I right? And 100 senators, so there's 535 members of Congress. And let me say this, I think I'm correct, but let's just use 535 members of Congress out there. And if the redacted report went to 535 people, it would be a hell of a lot harder to figure out the unredacted report. So let's say the unredacted report went to 535 members of Congress. It may be a hell of a hard time figuring out who leaked what to the Washington Post, New York Times, and whatever else scum papers are out there that are ready to publish. It would have been maybe difficult to figure out. But when you have 12, 6 Democrats, 6 Republicans, it really narrows the scope that if the unredacted report starts showing up in the Washington Post, we may find out who leaked it. I thought Nadler and them had to have that. I mean, I don't have, and Josh been working on the baseball game. So as a producer, he doesn't have the time to do this. He's been working on other things. But I would like to go through 3 members, everything they said. I wish maybe somebody will out there today go through everything 3 members of Congress that are going to talk to Attorney General Barr today and see how many times they said we have to hear or see and read the unredacted report. And I wonder out of the 3 that I'm about to give you, okay, if any of the 3 are on the list of Democrats that had an opportunity to read it. 6 Democrats, 6 Republicans had an opportunity. But no, the big story this morning is the Washington Post, really some excerpts of a letter that was leaked to the Post that went from Special Counsel Robert Mueller to Attorney General Barr, that he may have confused the findings in his report by the way he summarized it to the American people. Oh my God, oh my God. All right, let's take a break. What the hell, right? I mean, who's shocked the night before? All right, who is shocked the night before? What if they throw Barr in jail tomorrow? I'll tell you about that too, coming soon. Right after tomorrow, they may throw Barr's ass right in jail. They may pick him up, send him to jail, right? All right, put him in the same cell with Cohen. Isn't Michael going any day? Oh, Julian Assange. I think he's going to be going to court. Let's come back.